Today is October 29th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous in the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today at the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 8 to Wives. We'll be reading page 105. And at the 12 and 12, I believe we're finishing up tradition number 1 by reading page 131. And of course, we'll read today's 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So with that, I hope y'all are doing well this morning, my friends. Once again, we've been given a brand new set of 24 hours. Clean slate. And life itself is a gift. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but it really is. Had a friend of mine, gosh, it breaks my heart. My friend of mine, their daughter was killed recently. And for those of you who pray, please pray for him and his family during this extremely difficult time. And it's a painful reminder that life is so fragile. And in our alcoholism, the fact that we're sober today is such a gift. And the fact that we're alive today. So with that, let's get to the good stuff. Alright, if you recall from yesterday's reading, this whole chapter has been written by wives of alcoholics for wives in the future. And it still rings true today, even though this was written way back in the 30s. Page 105. Our loyalty and desire that our husbands hold up their heads and be like other men have begotten all sorts of predicaments. We have been unselfish and self-sacrificing. We have told innumerable lies to protect our pride and our husbands' reputations. We have prayed. We have begged. We have been patient. We have struck out viciously. We've run away. We've been hysterical. We've been terror-stricken. We have sought sympathy. We have had retaliatory love affairs with other men. Our homes have been battlegrounds of many an evening. In the morning we have kissed and made up. Our friends have counseled chucking the men, and we have done so with finality, only to be back in a little while hoping, always hoping. Our men have sworn great solemn oaths that they were through with drinking forever. We believed them when no one else could or would. Then, in days, weeks, or months, a fresh outburst. We seldom had friends at our homes, never knowing how or when the men of the house would appear. We could make few social engagements. We came to live almost alone. And when we were invited out, our husbands take so many drinks that they spoiled the occasion. If, on the other hand, they took nothing, their self-pity made them killjoys. How the 12 and 12 are on Tradition 1. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. Page 131. Countless times, in as many cities and hamlets, we reenacted the story of Eddie Rickenbacker and his courageous company when their plane crashed in the Pacific. Like us, they had suddenly found themselves saved from death, but still floating upon a perilous sea. How well they saw that their common welfare came first. None might become selfish of water or bread. Each needed to consider the others, and in abiding faith they knew they must find their real strength. And this they did find, in measure to transcend all the defects of their frail craft, every test of uncertainty, pain, fear, and despair, and even the death of one. Thus it has been with AA. By faith and by works, we've been able to build up upon the lessons of an incredible experience. They live today in the 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, which, God willing, shall sustain us in unity for so long as He may need us. 24 hours a day, October 29th. AA thought for the day. My relationships with my children have greatly improved. My children have seen me at my worst and have also seen me sober. They have turned to me in confidence and trust and forgotten the past as best they could. They have given me a chance for companionship that I had completely missed. I am their father or their mother now. Not just that person that mom or dad married, and God knows why. I am a part of my home now. Have I found something that I had lost? Meditation for the day. Our true measure of success in life is the measure of spiritual progress that we have revealed in our lives. Others should be able to see a demonstration of God's will in our lives. The measure of His will that those around us have seen worked out in their daily living is the measure of our true success. We can do our best to be a demonstration each day of the power of God in human lives, an example of the working out of the grace of God in the hearts of men and women. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may so live that others will see me in something of the working out of the will of God. I pray that my life may be a demonstration of what the grace of God can do. Daily Reflection, October 29th. Our survival. Since recovery from alcoholism is life itself to us, it is imperative that we preserve in full strength our means of survival. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 177. The honesty expressed by the members of AA in meetings has the power to open my mind. Nothing can block the flow of energy that honesty carries with it. The only obstacle to this flow of energy is inebriation. But even then, no one will find a closed door if he or she has left and chooses to return. Once he or she has received the gift of sobriety, each member is challenged on a daily basis to accept a program of honesty. My higher power created me for a purpose in life. I ask Him to accept my honest efforts to continue on my journey in the spiritual way of life. I call on Him for strength to know and seek His will. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and boy, oh boy, another hard day to choose which one I want to talk about, but I absolutely love the prayer in the 24 hours a day today. I pray that I may so live that others will see me in something of the working out of the will of God. I sure hope that people see that God has worked in my life and is working in my life and will work in my life. I sure hope so. Sometimes I can let a cloud of fear and insecurity kind of rob me of my joy and my peace and my serenity. And that's on me. That's not of God. That is on me. That's a choice I've made or the result of complacency. But I love this next line. I pray that my life may be a demonstration of what the grace of God can do. To go a few years ago, to go back to where I was, selfishly blackout drinking, driving, waking up in a blackout in a parking lot with dozens of texts on my phone going, where are you? Are you okay? and it's funny, the tone of the text changed as the amount of text came in from my wife. I could laugh about it now, but oh Lord, it was terrifying back then. To go from those blackouts and the decisions I made during the throes of alcoholism, to go from the insecurity and the fear and the I'm not good enough, and to go from wearing one mask or one hat for one situation, a different hat for another situation. All my life, to go from that to here, where life isn't perfect, but when I do His will and try my best to do that, I'm at peace. I give all that glory to my higher power, all of it. I wish I had the words to articulate how grateful I am just to be alive today and just to be sober. Like, I got tears in my eyes just thinking about it. And I know it sounds like this is a put on, but just to go from that extreme in the past, even thinking about that, I can still feel it. I still remember exactly the fear I felt back then. And to go from there to here, that had to be God. That is confirmation of God in my life. And I just pray that maybe somebody else might see the grace of God in that too. If you're sober today, my friend, you are a miracle. I know it was one of the readings, one of the 24 hours a day or daily reflections, where it says, we're living on borrowed time. I firmly believe, and I don't want to preach too much here, but I firmly believe we're here for a reason. And it's to help others. That's just robology, but that's what I think. We're here for a reason. It's to share our experience, strength, and hope to others, so that maybe they can experience their own grace of God. What a beautiful opportunity we have, and what a beautiful day to be alive. That's all I've got today, my friends. I hope you all have a great one, and if we were given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.